Good morning. So this reading is for Friday, October 24th. And before I get started, at some point over the weekend, I'm going to test going live on YouTube. So we'll see how that goes. If you want to join me, it will be completely random. I don't have a set time on when I'm going to test it, but I am going to test it here. So this is in anticipation for Halloween. So let's dive into the reading. Most likely I'll end up doing a mini reading if everything works and I'm able to get on without technical issues. We'll see. Hopefully Mercury retrograde or the shadow doesn't affect it much. So let's get the past energy. Current energy. And future energy. And so this video is available on both YouTube and Rumble, Tarot and Astrology with Michelle. So looking here, bottom of the deck, I'm getting the moon. Now, the moon, because we just had the new moon in the sign of Libra, it feels like something is coming to the surface. Balance. I'm definitely getting Libra energy out of this. Finding balance. Something is coming to light or has been coming to light over the last several days. Whatever was keeping you out of alignment, it feels like you have this awareness around it now. Not that you've solved it, but the awareness is there. And so that you're able to address it, because that would be the next step in this. So whatever's been coming to the surface, don't dismiss it as something that you don't need to focus on or worry about. There's a reason it's coming up. And so really take whatever time is necessary in order to kind of work through that. So it's balance, but I'm also getting that go with the flow energy, which does help with balance. Whatever this is, because I'm getting rigid patterns, I'm getting a lot of broken messages. So the rigid patterns that are being revealed to you, pay attention to those, because there's something about that that doesn't allow for that kind of go with the flow energy. That's where you need to be right now, in this kind of easy rhythm, understanding that not everything is going to be balanced 100% of the time. But the more that you're able to kind of go with the flow and recognize what you can control in the entire situation, allows for the right amount of flexibility. Diving into the past here, I'm getting the Chariot, so Cancer energy, a card of success and victory. I'm getting the Ten of Swords with it, as well as the Seven of Pentacles. So you overcame something here in the past energy, and you really did. I mean, you put in a lot of effort and energy. And when I say you overcame this, I mean, that Ten of Swords was not to be taken lightly. It is the most painful card in the deck. You can see here, the person's being stabbed in the back. And so whatever this is, it feels a lot like a significant ending, one that you really needed to navigate and work through and kind of get yourself out of the trenches here and get yourself into a better place. But with the Chariot and the Seven of Pentacles, it feels like you did exactly that you're heading in the right direction now. And right away, it's the Knight of Wands. The Knight of Wands, it can be that impulsive energy, but it does feel like you're just eager and ready to move forward. So whatever this kind of healing time period was, all the work and energy that you put into it, as you were kind of coming out of it, it was like, I just need to keep moving forward. I just need to keep doing something here. And you were putting in so much energy and effort to getting yourself out of a situation. It's almost like, oh my God, I'm free. I can do what I want now. I can go down this path. I'm lighter, freer. I don't have all of this weight that I'm carrying around. And it feels like it's emotional weight. Could be kind of responsibilities as well. Take it as it resonates for you. But I am getting this kind of lighter, freer energy that kind of, I'm ready to move forward. I'm also getting the Four of Wands here. So the Four of Wands, it's a marriage card, but it's a reason to celebrate. And so everything that you did, everything that you overcame here in the past, that is absolutely a reason to celebrate. So you're heading towards stability, happiness here. Eight of Pentacles, you've mastered something when it comes to a skill set. And so it feels like this is not a cycle that you're going to repeat. This is not a lesson you need to relearn. You actually gained everything out of it that you needed to. And I'm getting that here with the Eight of Pentacles. So that Eight of Pentacles, again, mastering something. So you're not going to be kind of in a situation where you need to learn this again. So all the work that you did is really paying off. So that kind of freeing energy, the moving towards happiness and a reason to celebrate, that's going to continue. And so when I look at the future energy and I get the Page of Cups, this is you following your heart, maybe even opening up and talking about what you went through, because that healing energy, it feels like this was pretty significant. You may want to open up and talk to somebody about it, not necessarily a professional, but just maybe clue other people in, especially if you spent a lot of time in the past in hermit mode. This could maybe kind of give people some sort of context as to why that was happening, or maybe even taking it from the perspective of, look how far I've come, look how much progress I've made, because I'm getting the sense of wanting to open up about it, looking for the right way to kind of communicate that, even if it's not directly with words, it's going to come through with actions. Like now you're available, you're able to make plans with people, keep plans with people. King of Pentacles showing up here as well. So I'm getting a lot of stability, a lot of long-term success, happiness. And then I get the Magician, which is manifesting what you want here. And so I love the way that this is coming together, because it feels like all of the work that you did, you're now starting to see some of it kind of show up in your life in a positive way. Like you've successfully done this. Now you can be happy and you can move forward. And some of the rewards that you were looking for are going to show up here. Tell me about that Chariot in the past energy. Ten of Swords. Seven of Pentacles. The Chariot with the Six of Wands. I mean, it's really the same energy. And so there's a lot of just success to be celebrated. This really does indicate you put in a lot of energy, you put in a lot of effort to work through whatever that Ten of Swords represented for you. In fact, I'm getting the Star clarifying it. So there's a lot of healing here that took place. The Star, it's Aquarius energy. It's healing. It's also focusing on what really matters, your goals and dreams. And so you felt inspired and motivated to get yourself out of that situation in order to heal and just move forward. And with the Star, it feels like you did the work and you are now in healing mode. I do get the sense that there may still be a little bit of vulnerability, but for the most part, it feels like you're healed. And with the Seven of Pentacles, I'm getting the Tower here. And so the Tower is that kind of breakthrough energy. And so what this was getting you out of that kind of old cycle. The Tower broke you free. That's exactly what it did. It broke you free. It completely took the situation and said, you took it as far as you could. Now the universe is going to help you in the process by completely eliminating this situation altogether. It's going to create some sort of environment that clears a path, allows for real movement to take place here. And this is where it feels freer and lighter, because you don't have this weighing you down or blocking it. Tell me about that Knight of Wands. Four of Swords, or Four of Swords, Four of Wands. Wow. I mean, you did the healing. Eight of Pentacles. So with the Knight of Wands here, I'm getting the Seven of Swords. This feels like you may not trust what action that you're taking. That as you're kind of coming out of that dark period, entering into this lighter, freer energy, that you may kind of be a little bit, this is where the vulnerability is coming in, where you may not be sure that you're free of that kind of old energy, negative energy, whatever was weighing you down here. But it feels like what you're doing is you're just going to keep moving forward anyway. With that Knight of Wands, and then even here, with the Four of Wands and the Page of Pentacles, it's not going to stop you from planning a successful future, really gathering any information here that you need, kind of figuring things out as you go, focusing on stability and happiness. So even though you may not fully trust it, you trust it enough to be able to plan something stable. It's, you know what, I'm here. And even if I don't have all the information, I just know I need to keep moving forward and I need to keep focusing on stability, success, and planning for that. And so with the Eight of Pentacles here being clarified by the Five of Wands, now the Five of Wands is obstacles and challenges. So you successfully overcame them in the past. And it feels like a lot bigger than just obstacles and challenges here. But the skill set that you developed is absolutely going to help you in kind of future events. Because it's life, obstacles are always going to show up here. So even if you're experiencing obstacles now, as you're planning out your future, you're going to know how to navigate it. That's what the Eight of Pentacles is telling me here. That whatever lessons that you've learned about yourself, and even just focusing on your healing, is creating a situation where you're going to be able to navigate this much easier in the future. And I also don't feel like you're going to experience that same Ten of Swords any obstacles that you experience are going to be really less in nature, less significant, less impactful. And so it just feels like you're going to breeze over them the way the energy is coming through. Page of Pentacles, or oh my gosh, again, Page of Cups, King of Pentacles, Magician, so with the Page of Cups here, I'm getting the Four of Cups. So the Four of Cups, so this would be any kind of sadness or disappointment that you experienced. The fours are about stability. And so what I'm getting here is you're acting from a place of stability now. So you're going to open up about whatever happened here in the past. You may not get into all the details. I don't get that sense with the Page of Cups, just enough to kind of let people know what exactly was taking place when you were in that kind of hermit mode or going through that healing process here. With the King of Pentacles, I'm getting the Seven of Wands. So you're advocating for this. You want success. You want long-term happiness, long-term stability, and success. And I don't feel like anything is going to be able to get you off course. The Seven of Wands is really coming through as almost Emperor energy. And so it just feels like you've made up your mind, you're moving forward, and you're focusing on success, and nothing is going to get you off course here. And so when I see the Magician here, being clarified by the Nine of Pentacles, that's you achieving success. That's you creating your own abundance. And with the Queen of Cups here, it's all the love and support that you're giving yourself along the way, that you're making sure your needs are being met. So as you're moving forward and planning for the future and just being driven and motivated to go down that path, it feels like success is going to be yours because you're not going to let failure happen, that you're going to continue to work towards this. And I just feel like you're stepping into a very authentic version of yourself. You're not hiding from any shadow pieces at this point. Everything feels like the awareness is there. It's all out in the open with this Moon card. And so it just feels lighter, freer. I love the energy and all the healing that has taken place. So this is a reading for Friday. I hope it resonates. If it did, please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you next time. Take care.